What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ICNV Driversedition. It's finally happened. The ZR1 pricing info is out, and boy, are we surprised. Well, I'm not. I told you all, I knew where the price was going to fall. You told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Let's get into it. Okay, this is not going to be a long video. It's going to come to you really fast, really quick, because I got places to be. But what I want to sit there and say to you is this right here. The ZR1 pricing info is out. And guess what? $175,000 to get your hands on the ZR1. There's people that pay more than that for a Z06. You can get your hands on a coupe ZR1 for $175,000. And if you decide to get it as a convertible, that's coming at you for almost $180,000+. So that's not the final pricing, but just think about it this way. You can get more options to get your heart's desire. You can get the things you want on your car and have a 1,064 horsepower monster sitting in your garage at your fingertips. You in the driver's seat for that type of money. And guess what? It's not even that high, considering there are people that have paid more for a Z06 fully optioned out. So the question now becomes, would you rather have a ZR1 or a Z06? And I think this is really the reason why I told you guys before, maybe we should step back and hold off on getting a Z06, is because there are Z06s stickering for over 170 grand, for 168,000. Would you rather have a 3LZ Z06, or would you rather have a 1ZR ZR1? If you ask me, it's probably the first time I will actually tip my head, fold my head, and say, give me the 1ZR. But the beautiful thing about the ZR1 is it's only coming in two trims. You got a 1ZR and you got a 3ZR. That's staying true to the typical heritage of the ZR1. There's no need to make a 2ZR because, hey, why you need the in-between? If either you're going to get what you want for the power, you're going to get what you want for the luxury and the power. Think about it that way. Two options, all you need. The best of both worlds. And I mean, let's be real. You can get a coupe, you get a convertible. What other thought process do you really need besides, do we go track pack or not? But there are other options. Those prices haven't really come out particularly yet, but I'm telling you right now, for the most part, we're talking about the smaller little things that pretty much comes on every other car if you truly desire to have them. Now, trust me, I completely understand just because the ZR1 pricing has come out that low does not mean you will actually be able to get your hands on one for that money. I mean, I've been out already. I got a video coming. I can give you a quick preview, but I have been to several dealerships in my local area. And honestly, unless your name is Sioko, McMulkin, Les Stanfield, and a few others that I've reached out to, you're nowhere getting the MSRP pricing. I already heard 75 to 100,000 over MSRP, which means we're probably talking about 250,000 for the average person to get their hands on a C8 ZR1 within probably the first year, maybe even the first two if they run that long. So this is one of those cars where yes, you may be able to get your hands on one, and GM said they're going to build them as long as you want them or request them or willing to pay for them. But that doesn't mean it's going to be an easy process to get behind the wheel for that MSRP payment. So never fear. C8 ZR1 pricing is out. Can you get your hands on one? The markup frenzy is about to start. Tell me what you think. What do you think the highest over MSRP they're going to ask for a car? I can tell you right now, the most I've heard so far is $125,000. And that's insane in my mind. 50,000, and I know we're gonna go into this nobody should ever pay over MSRP conversation again. 50,000 just based off what's happened in the past seems about right. 25 seems like a steal. MSRP, you robbing somebody. You might as well went in with a mask and a gun. But I'm just joking. But my point is, the C8 ZR1 is one step closer to you getting behind the wheel. So since the pricing has now been revealed, I'm waiting for more detailed and specific pricing so we can dive into that. But I wanted to get out here and let you know that the ZR1 pricing is available. What do you think about the price margin? Do you think it should have been higher? Do you think it should have been lower? I'll be honest with you. I know some of you are going to say it should have been lower, but from Jump Street, like I sat there and said, I believe this car is going to come in at somewhere around 170,000, and that's exactly what happened. And considering we know Zora is lurking in the background, we're going to see what happens with that. I've said my piece on it multiple times. If you haven't watched the videos, go back and watch them, because I'm not diving into Zora information today. I'm just excited because it means we're one step closer to seeing ZR1s on the street behind the wheels of actual consumers, and we are one step closer to getting more information and a reveal to Zora. But that's all I got. So thank you for tuning in. ICNV Drivers Edition. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the ICNV Drivers Edition community. We are an interactive community, which means if you hit me up on any one of my social media platforms or in the comments below, I will do my best to respond. And if the topic you bring up is interesting enough, I will probably shoot a video on it. I will also keep you up to date with all the interesting car facts and car news coming around the car community, so we can share some interesting topics just like this one. So chase your dreams, build your visions, never ever give up. Embrace your own identity. It is okay to be unique. We were built in his image and given dominion over this world, so we weren't just meant to be. So stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in these streets and hopefully one step closer to getting a C8 ZR1. Peace.